before we jump into this reaction video, make sure you jump over to my Patreon where I do reaction videos that you are not going to see on YouTube, okay? Ones that I've got blocked worldwide onto YouTube, which is so annoying, where I do lives over there, shout outs, okay, and you get early access to all videos. Also, I react to anything over there that you want me to react to, that you suggest, okay? It's gonna be in a link in the description. Make sure you jump over to my Patreon, okay? Because you're missing out. That's all I'm saying, you're missing out. Okay, so now let's jump into the reaction video. Hi lovelies, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. So today I'm going to be reacting to Billie Eilish tells us a horrifying childhood memory during my story. Very intrigued to see what the story is. So yeah, but also I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has joined my Patreon. It is in the link in the description. I know that all my Patreons got this video earlier than everybody else on YouTube, but also they've got videos on there that are not going to be on YouTube, so I hope that you enjoy, and make sure you join if you want to see those as well. Also, make sure you jump over to my second channel where I was speaking about some things over there. Trying some stuff on as well. Just make sure you jump over there and check that out. But anyways guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'm gonna jump straight into it.
This is Billie's mind, okay? So, when I was about 9, I went on a camping trip with all my homeschool friends. Like, I'm not just saying like they were all homeschoolers and that's why we went, like,
they were just
like, it was like a homeschool camping trip.
Yeah.
Because the bitches are a cult. We went to
Billie.
I don't know what campsite. I don't even know. It was where my parents got married, and so that's all I remember. So it was this campsite, and we were only gonna be there for like a couple days. It wasn't gonna be like a weeks and weeks of camping. But the first day, literally, we got there. We had some food. Me and all my friends were just like farting around, and like a couple hours after we got there, we saw some deer in the field. Okay. We were like, wow. There's deer in the field. And so me and all my friends,
I'm the same with deers, because like here in the UK, like, well, me anyway, where I am, I don't really see deers unless it's where I am, but I don't really see deers. So when I see a deer, which I do see sometimes but not like all the time, I guess, like once in a blue moon, less than once in a blue moon. Anyway, when I see a deer, I'm the same. I'm like, wow, there's deer on the field. So yes, Billie, I understand what you're saying.
We were like, wow, there's deer in the field. And so me and all my friends, we started to run towards the deer in the field.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what we were expecting. We were gonna go ride them. I don't know. We walked over to the deer, I guess. Is it deer? We walked over to the deer.
A deer, yeah.
And we were all like, oh wow, some deer. And then one of my friends was like really flipped out of bugs, and so she would always like overreact to bugs and stuff. She started screaming. And she started screaming and like, oh my God, there's bees in my hair.
Oh no, like, I'd be the same.
We were like 9. I was like, this bitch is just overreacting. Like, she just was so flipped out by bugs that
I love how Billie's mom just walked up in there and just give her some snacks. Was it some fruit or something? Yes, I just love how she just did that.
Like, she's not.
Is it a mom?
She just was so flipped out by bugs that I assumed like she would just be like, oh, there's like ants, and she's like overreacting. She starts screaming and like runs back to the parents, and then my friends and I, we were like, okay, well, this is kind of creepy. Let's start to go back to the campground. And then we started to run, and my other friend fell to the ground and started screaming, and she was like, there are bees in my hair.
Oh no.
And she started screaming the same thing, and I was like, oh my God. And so I like ran over to help her, and then my other friend fell down, and she started screaming that there were bees in her hair. It was literally a horror movie, and we were all...
Let me just go back a second. That would be my worst nightmare. Like, even if I'm just chilling, it's a hot day, you're just chilling, sat minding my own business, and a wasp, and I hear a wasp, and then that's it. When I've heard a wasp or a bee near me, my back is up. Now I'm like on edge. Now my anxiety's on a high. I've never been stung by a bee. When people have told me that they've been stung by a bee, it doesn't sound very nice. So I don't personally want to feel that. So yeah, it really does scare me. Like, just the sounds, it just puts me on edge. So yes,
fell down, and she started screaming that there were bees in her hand.
I'd have been so scared.
It was literally a horror movie, and we were all screaming like we were dying, like, because we thought we were and so then I ran back to help them, because I wasn't gonna just leave them where all the bees were, like, and so I kind of had accepted,
There must have been
I'm
a bee
next.
nest.
I know I'm next, and so I reached down to like help them back up, and I just like felt it. I felt it started down here in the back of my head.
No.
And then it just was like, zoom, there were all these bees all over my head, stinging my head. There was one, and then I saw them fly there, and one stung me under my nail. They were yellow jackets, we realized, because yellow jackets don't die after one sting. So we had gone to see the deer, stepped on a yellow jacket nest, and they had all swarmed us. And I'm telling you, there were like 20 bees stinging my head at once. All of us. And then we all were like screaming and screaming like bloody f***ing murder. And we run back to the campground. And it was crazy because my other friend, she has a complete opposite story of this because she wasn't with us. So she was also like 8 or some shit. She was in her tent. She's deathly allergic to bees, and she didn't bring her bee pen, which is stupid. Yeah. EpiPen. I just said bee pen. She didn't bring it because, I don't know, that's stupid. We're going camping. Like, bring your f***ing EpiPen. And so when she heard, like, us screaming there's bees in our hair, she was ready to blow up, man, for real. And so this is basically how it was. It was literally
wow. It's horrible, yeah.
Screaming bloody murder. We run to the campground. And all the parents come out. Everybody from every single tent, everybody from the whole camping. It was a lot of people. They all came and they all like rushed over to us and we were like, there's bees in our hair. And then everybody's like mom started like pulling bees out of my hair. And then they made us all take our shirts off because bees were falling into our shirts.
Oh, God.
And I was not, and so it wasn't like I was like taking my shirt off in front of people, but I was really insecure and I was really upset. And I never wanted, like, I never even wore like bikinis when I was younger, and like, I didn't even own a swimsuit. And they made me take my shirt off in front of everyone, in front of like all the boys in the camp out, and I just had bees, like, our yellow jackets all over my head. I was sobbing, like all of us were sobbing and screaming, and everywhere I looked was another friend of mine screaming who was in the field and having people pull yellow jackets out of their head. And then suddenly I looked at my finger, and my finger was like that big, like huge. I also had feathers in my hair at the time. I remember the feeling of doing this, and every 2 seconds I'd feel something and I'd go, and I'd pull it out and it would be a yellow jacket. Literally, I'd do this, I feel something, I'd grab it and I'd pull it in this yellow jacket.
That's horrible. That is horrible. That is horrible. That is the worst thing I could think of, like. That is the worst. That is just horrible. I don't know how I'd cope. Like I was saying earlier, I could be chilling on the garden or something, taking in some sun, and if I hear, it might not even be a bee. It might just be a fly. It might just be a doo-doo fly, okay? Doo-doo fly, when I say doo-doo fly, I mean them flies that land on poo and stuff, that land on dog poo and stuff. Doo-doo fly. It might just be a doo-doo fly minding its own business, but I can hear zzz, and I just, then that's it. I'm not relaxed no more. My back's up. I'm looking around trying to find it. People try and say, just stay still and it'll go. No, I gotta just leave. I gotta leave the environment wherever that bee is and not come back. But yes, no, that really is just not. Yeah, that story was horrifying. I would have hated to have been in that situation, and I bet they was in so much pain as well, like so much pain. But Billie's a good friend. Because to say that she saw her two friends drop down first screaming, saying that there's bees in her hair, and she ran over to make sure they were okay, is a good friend. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I would have run off or not. I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't know if I would have just run off, like I don't even know. But yeah, that's a good friend. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out my Patreon in the description, where you can request videos that you would like me to react to over there, and I will happily do it. And also there's videos on there that are not going to be on YouTube, so I hope you're enjoying it over there if you're already over there. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I hope you have a lovely day today, filled with positive vibes, good energy, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye.